Today we will be discussing functions in Python. Function is defined as a block of organized and reusable code which is used to perform a particular related action. Functions provide better modularity for an application and a high degree of reusability of code. Python provides built-in as well as user-defined functions. We need to define a function to provide the required functionality. In Python, function begins with a keyword def followed by the name of the function and the parentheses. Parentheses are used to place arguments. Parameters can be defined inside these parentheses. So first statement of a function can be an optional statement, the documentation string of the function or doc string. The block of code within every function starts with a colon and indentation is inserted. To exit from a function, return statement is used. To use a function, we need to call the function from another function. We can call a function from a program or directly from the Python prompt. All the arguments in the Python are passed by reference. If we change what a parameter refers to within a function, change is reflected back in the calling function. Python provides many inbuilt functions to perform different type of tasks. Users are not required to create these functions. These functions are the inbuilt functions in Python. For example, print function. If you write print within bracket hello, it returns hello. Print within bracket dir, then parenthesis, returns variables and functions in a module. List is equal to 589346. Suppose this is a list in Python. Okay, so if you use the function print, okay, and within parentheses if you write max list, it will return the maximum value in the list. So here in this list you can see the maximum value is 9. So and if you write min instead of max, you will get 3. So because 3 is the minimum value in the list. Suppose the value of x is 5.45, and if you use the function round, so round x, okay, inside print will return 5. So it is rounding your value to 5. Similarly, you can use ceil. Ceil means ceiling. So ceiling of x is 6 and floor of x is 5. Okay, so ceiling and floor you might have done previously. Python code in one module gains access to the code in another module by of importing the same. Search operation of the import statement is defined as a call to the import function with the appropriate arguments. For example, okay, we'll discuss the examples later. So next is time function in Python. Okay, so these are some examples of time function. One is time, another is see time sleep. We will also discuss this. Python has defined a module called time which allows us to handle various operations related to time, its conversions and representations, which find its use in various applications in life. The beginning of time is started measuring from 1st of January 12 AM 1970, and this very time is termed as epoch in Python. So this is the example of time function. So first one is time, then parenthesis. This function is used to count the number of seconds elapsed after the start of the epoch. Then if we write gm time, then within parenthesis sec, this function returns a structure with 9 values, each representing a time attribute in sequence. it converts seconds into time attributes like days, years, months, etc. till specified seconds from epoch. If no seconds are mentioned, time is calculated till present. So this is the structure attribute table. So if index, you can see here, there are three columns. First column indicates index, second one is attributes, and third is values. So you can see here. Then ASC time, within parenthesis time, this function takes a time attributed string produced by GM time and returns a 24 character string denoting time. Then C time sec, this function returns a 24 character time string but takes second as argument and computes time till mentioned seconds. If no argument is passed, time is calculated till present. Sleep sec, this function is used to hold the program execution for the time is specified in arguments. Like here it is sec, like you can mention here this number of seconds. After that much second, okay, the program will be halted. Python provides two levels of access to the network services. At low level, we can access the basic socket support in underlying operating system, which allows us to implement clients and servers for both connection-oriented and connection-less protocols. Python has libraries that provide higher level access to specific application level network programs like FTP, HTTP, and so on. So these were some user inbuilt functions in Python. Now we'll move to the user-defined functions. So user-defined functions are those functions that are created by the user according to their need. So the method of writing an user-defined function is given in the following steps. Like step number 1, first of all you have to declare a function using the keyword def followed by the name of the function. Then write the arguments inside the opening and closing parenthesis and end declaration with a colon. Enter tab and add the program statements to be executed. Let us take this example, def keyword, then name of the function, then arguments inside the parenthesis, then colon. Then you can write the program statements like statement 1, statement 2, and so on. User-defined functions can be used in many ways explained below. Functions can be used by not including any argument. Like this is an example, def welcome. If you write this, say here we don't have to write any argument inside the function parenthesis. So what this function will do, if you call this function, it will just print welcome to Python function. Suppose now we have declared this function here. This is the function body. Now we are calling this function from the command prompt. So if we call this function this way, we can call the function. So it will just print welcome to Python function. Then function with single argument. So here we have an example of single argument function. Say sqx, x is the single argument. X double asterisk 2 means x square. So how to call this function? sq4. Now x will take the value 4, then it will calculate 4 square. So answer will be 16. Then we can place two arguments. Here we have placed two arguments, x and n. So here x double asterisk n means x to the power n. So if we write, if we call this function by giving two arguments, say 4 and 3, so it will calculate 4 raised to the power 3. So 4 into 4, that is 64. So this way. Then function with return type. Function can also return values. Let us take one example. Say def power xn. Now return xn. So if we call this function, say from here we are calling this function. So what it will do? It will take two arguments. It will pass it to the function. Function will calculate the value, and it will return the value, and it will be stored in ANS a variable. Then if we write print ANS, it will print 4 raised to the power 3, that is 64 here. function with multiple return type. Function can also return multiple values. Let us take one example. Say my fun is the name of the function. Return 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here we have given 3 values. Now from command prompt, just take 3 variables a, b, c. Okay, my fun will the value return value of my fun will be assigned to a, b, c. So my fun is returning 3 values. Okay, so first value will be assigned to a here, second value will be assigned to b, and third one will be assigned to c. So if we print a, it will print it will output 1. If we print b, it will output 2, and if we print c, it will output 3. So you can see how multiple values are going to multiple variables. Okay, so this way Python function also return multiple values. Now there is one very important function in Python, that is called Lambda function. A function without name in Python is called Lambda function. So it is anonymous. So syntax of the Lambda function is given here. Say first of all you have to write Lambda arguments, then expression. Example of Lambda function is given below. So say m is equal to lambda x x star 2. Here you don't have any name. Okay, just you have write lambda. Okay, and the function body is given here. Okay, so if I write print m7, that means what it is doing, it is sending 7 to x. Okay, so answer will be 7 square. Okay, no, not 7 square, 7 multiplied 2, 7 asterisk 2. Okay, example of a normal function is given below. So this instead of lambda function, if you are using a normal function, you can write it as def mx. Here name of the function is m. Okay, here you haven't given any name. Okay, return x into 2. Okay, so same thing you can write in lambda function this way. So here you can see the difference. Difference is that you are not mentioning any name for the function. Okay, you are directly using the function body. Okay, by using the keyword lambda. Okay, so that is the thing. Lambda function with no argument. Okay, so an example of lambda function with no argument is given below. So m is equal to lambda. You have to use the keyword lambda here. Print hello lambda function. Okay, so this is the function m. Okay, with no argument. Okay, this way you can call. Okay, lambda function with more than one argument. This is another example. So here we are giving 2 arguments. Okay, this is the body of the lambda function. So it is going to m. Okay, so what it will print, x to the power n, 5 to the power 3, answer will be 125. Lambda function with user defined function. An example of lambda function with user defined function is given below. Say def g number, return lambda n, number double asterisk n. So number raised to the power n. Okay, so this way you can call lambda function. Okay, these are some examples you can see. Okay, you can try this. So our next presentation will be on modules and packages in Python. So thank you for today.